afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
You superstitious?
And there's a full moon, right?
Yep.
It's like everything coming together.
Lunar eclipse this weekend.
Yeah. Big weekend. It's UW graduation. Welcome, everybody, to Madison. And the grads, welcome to the School of Life.
She knows of which she speaks.
Yes. I can't believe it's graduation already.
I know. Lots coming up. So let's get started. Topping the headlines today is the end of the work week, and the weather should finally be cooling off. Dana's out on the weather patio.
That is good news. The Diddy & Milling Corporation has been federally indicted for conspiracy to conceal violations leading to the deadly explosion. We have the highlights of the 36-page report.
And we bring in our investigative reporter, Naomi Coles, to talk about what Wisconsin women could do if Roe v. Wade is overturned and they need an abortion. Let's take a look outside. Another swelter out there, but it's duckling season, Susan. Those are goslings.
Goslings.
Yes.
Those are goslings.
Best time of the year, taking a swim.
I love that sight. Two parents and the little ones. The weather words, a break in the heat. We like those words, Dana, but no break right now.
Not quite yet, no. The gosling's still hanging out on the water for a little longer, but by this weekend, things will be a little more comfortable outside. It is sunny right now in Madison. A few puffy clouds starting to form for us just in the last hour. 91 the high today in Madison, breaking that previous record just a few hours ago. Dew points in the upper 50s, so it does feel a smidge higher than or warmer than our actual temperatures. 91 for us in Monroe, 89 right now in Platteville. We're keeping an eye on the chance for some stronger thunderstorms to pop up this afternoon. Right now, we're pretty quiet, except for a cell just developing south of Janesville. That's really going to be the trend for us as we look ahead through the next 3 hours. A line of storms expected to come through, and some of those storms could pack a little bit of a punch with some high winds, hail, and heavy rainfall. So because of this, an alert day in the forecast with the heat this afternoon and due to the storm potential over the next about 3 to 4 hours. As far as the roads are concerned now, I want to draw a little attention north of the Dells, where a section of the highway is still closed due to a fire earlier in the day. And a section of 3990 just north of Portage right now also closed due to a section of the pavement buckling. Eastbound along the Beltline, we're seeing delays. Red around there in downtown Janesville right now looks fairly green, but as more folks hop on the road for their evening commute, likely going to see traffic slow down a little bit more. Drive times look good for us right now. We'll take a closer look at the timing for this evening's storms and what's ahead for the weekend in just a few minutes.
Busy Friday afternoon as usual. All right, Dana, thank you. 5 years ago to the month since a deadly explosion at a plant in Cambria, the company has been federally indicted.
5 people died on May 31st, 2017 at Diddy & Milling. Eric Franke joins us now with more on the charges filed this week. Eric?
Susan, Mark, the 36-page indictment from a federal grand jury alleges the company failed to keep up with cleanings that were required by federal law, then falsified records to make it look like they did those cleanings. It says those safety violations by the company and a number of supervisors killed 5 workers and severely injured a 6th. OSHA saying dust filters at the plant were not properly ventilated, leading to that explosion. Duel Block, Carlos Nunez, Angel Reyes, Pavel Tordov, and Robert Goodnow were all killed. The company today issuing a statement in reaction to the indictment, first offering thoughts and prayers again to the family, and also said, quote, "We are disappointed the government has decided to pursue these unwarranted charges. What happened on May 31st, 5 years ago, was a horrible accident, not a criminal act." Diddy says it has cooperated with the investigation from the start and will respond, it says, with a vigorous defense. Now, if convicted of the OSHA violations causing death charges, the company and the officials named in the indictment could be forced to pay restitution to the victims. It also could face up to 20 years in prison and up to $1 million in fine. That's for the fraud charges, and also 5 to 20 years in prison, up to $1 million in fines for the criminal conspiracy charges. We have more details on the indictment, also our coverage from back in 2017 at channel3000.com. Susan?
Eric, thank you. The Madison Police Department says it is planning ahead for possible protests downtown this weekend, including one at the state capitol tomorrow that is expected to draw thousands of people. Groups speaking out against a potential reversal of Roe v. Wade have indicated they plan to hold protests across the country on Saturday, including one scheduled for the state capitol tomorrow at 4 p.m. Stay tuned for more coverage on this coming up at 5. A group that helps women pay for abortions in Wisconsin is exploring new partnerships with out-of-state groups if Roe v. Wade is overturned.
The Women's Medical Fund covers costs like travel and child care, as well as helping fund abortions themselves. Naomi Coles is here to explain. Naomi?
As you might know, if Roe is overturned, abortions become illegal across the board in Wisconsin because of an old law banning them for all but saving a mother's life. That would leave Illinois and Minnesota as, quote, haven states, whose state laws would still protect abortion access if the U.S. Supreme Court goes forward with the leaked draft opinion and overturns that landmark decision. Now, at that point, the Women's Medical Fund tells me they would shift gears to developing partnerships with groups in those states to help women travel to get their procedures.
Wisconsin residents who go to neighboring states like Minnesota or Illinois will be able to connect with abortion funds that have the local expertise, relationship, knowledge. Those partnerships will include things like pairing our funding together, making sure that people from Wisconsin who are going to clinics in Illinois or Minnesota are still able to have the gaps in their costs for abortions paid fully.
The WMF's president, Lucy Marshall, says they're already hearing from concerned clients. I'll be talking to her on For the Record after Face the Nation this coming Sunday about how her group is further helping women as Roe appears poised to be overturned.
You know, how common is it for this group to step in to help women?
Well, last year they helped women fund 1,500 roughly abortions. That is actually a 30% increase from the year before. And then so far in 2022, mind you, we're only just starting or in the middle of May, they have funded 500 so far this year. Now, a little bit of context on that. Overall in Wisconsin, in 2021, there was roughly 6,500 abortions performed overall. So that's quite a large percentage, really, of total abortions in the state.
So if Roe gets overturned, this organization would help women with logistical expenses to get to Illinois or Minnesota.
That's correct, and they actually do a little bit of that already for women who can't get abortion in Wisconsin. We do have other state laws that make abortions still somewhat difficult for certain types of issues, and so they are already doing that to some extent. They anticipate ramping that up a lot more, building partnerships with funds in other states, and really helping, again, logistics like childcare, covering cost of lost work, travel, things like that.
Looking forward to For the Record on Sunday for more on all of this. Naomi, thank you.
See you Sunday, Naomi. Thank you. A top U.S. military leader spoke with his Russian counterpart today for the first time since Russia invaded Ukraine. A humanitarian center in the Kharkiv region of Ukraine lay in ruins following an overnight strike. Officials say the center contains supplies for civilians in the area. Elsewhere, Ukrainian officials say their forces stopped Russian troops from crossing a river in the Donbas region. They say this footage shows a damaged bridge and several destroyed Russian military vehicles.
They're putting up a very stiff resistance in the Donbas and in the south. They have prevented the Russians from achieving virtually any of their strategic objectives thus far in the war.
With Ukraine's defense minister acknowledging there is no swift end to the war in sight, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin spoke with his Russian counterpart today for the first time since the invasion. Also today, Ukrainian authorities began the first war crimes trial of the conflict. A 21-year-old captured Russian soldier is accused of fatally shooting an unarmed civilian in the early days of the war.
A manhunt is underway in Texas for an escaped prisoner who attacked a guard and fled from a prison bus. 46-year-old Gonzalo Lopez overpowered a prison bus driver and stabbed him. The struggle forced the bus to crash before the prisoner took off, running across a pasture in a rural area about 2 hours north of Houston. Lopez was serving a life sentence for murdering a man with a pickaxe. Authorities say he was being transported along with 15 other inmates Thursday when he managed to slip out of his shackles. Guards fired at him but are not sure if he was hit. The baby formula shortage continues to expand as desperate parents of infants and young children find limited supply and empty shelves in stores all across the country.
The Biden administration and federal lawmakers are launching plans to address the shortage, but families worry that help may not come soon enough. Christina Ruffini has more from the White House.
Through to daddy. Through to daddy.
For new parents Gustavo and Kelly Arias, finding formula for their 10-month-old daughter is overwhelming.
It's like a scavenger hunt every week. Get the ball.
The couple from Long Island in New York have asked relatives as far away as Texas for help, but they've also come up empty-handed.
This is our last can. And this is about what we have left.
The shortage started, in part, after a February recall and subsequent shutdown of an Abbott plant in Michigan over concerns about tainted formula. This week, President Biden made a personal appeal to formula manufacturers and retailers, asking them to increase supply. But Republican critics say he was slow to act.
We have not waited to take action. We had not seen, obviously, what we've seen over the last few days.
The FDA says it will announce a plan next week to increase imports of baby formula, as well as relaxing regulations for manufacturers, something it says will dramatically increase supply in the coming weeks. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says lawmakers will vote on an emergency measure next week, hoping to relax federal rules regarding the special supplemental nutritional program for women, infants, and children, known as WIC. The White House has called on states to do the same. But all these actions won't bring relief soon enough to struggling parents.
It's very stressful as a parent, you know, that now you have to worry about feeding your baby, you know what I mean? Gas is going up. It's just another icing in the cake.
Some Republicans have called on the president to invoke the Defense Production Act to address the shortage. The White House says that's on the table. Christina Ruffini, CBS News, the White House.
In California, crews are still struggling to contain a dangerous wildfire. It's burned at least 200 acres and destroyed at least 20 homes in an affluent area just south of Los Angeles. Firefighters already battling hot spots with hotter and drier conditions will likely have to contend with high winds going into the weekend, while investigators are looking into electrical circuit activity in the area as a possible cause. Firefighters warn that these kinds of fires will be more common.
Madison College celebrated a commencement this morning for first responders. Nearly 30 high school students completed the Fire Academy and Emergency Medical Responders classes. Students who graduate from this program become certified firefighters, something that is in high demand right now.
Well, this is like a really competitive field. You know, it's all about, when you're looking to get hired places, it's all about what certifications you have, what experience you have, and putting this kind of stuff on a resume is going to look really good, and it's going to put you ahead of other people that are also applying.
And happening this evening, about 1,100 Madison College students will celebrate spring commencement at the Alliant Energy Center Coliseum.
It's that time of year.
Yep.
Olympic gold medalist and Madison native Matt Hamilton cut his famous locks today for the first time in 4 years. He stopped by the Sun Prairie Great Clips today to get a cut to raise awareness and money for brain cancer research. As May is Brain Cancer Awareness Month, his hair is being donated to Wigs for Kids for children experiencing hair loss due to medical conditions.
A normal wig costs like $1,800, and this company provides that. So these, maybe, you know, there's not everyone can afford that, and as well as obviously maybe helping a kid like feel a little bit normal and getting them closer, hopefully feeling better, like emotionally and stuff. So
that was the before picture.
There it goes.
There it goes. To date, Matt has raised over $10,000 for brain cancer research. If you want to join Matt and donate your hair to Wigs for Kids, the haircut is free if you go to Great Clips. We're going to see the final result here. Just a lot of hair on the floor.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're looking good, Matt.
Oh,
good for you.
Very sharp.
That hair was iconic all the way through the Olympics. I think it even has its own Twitter account, Matt's hair.
Looking good.
It looks really good. Tonight at 6:30, the Bucks hope to finish off the Celtics in Game 6 of the Eastern Semi-Conference Finals. If they win this game, the Miami Heat are waiting for the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Around here, we have 3 words to say. Bucks in 6.
Let's agree.
Hope.
Let's
yes.
hope. Tip-off is 6:30 tonight.
6:30 tonight, right.
There's more for the scientific community, all abuzz over the discovery of a giant black hole in our galaxy.
We'll find out why this is significant and what it means to us Earthlings when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Since I left for college, my dad has gotten back into some of his old hobbies, and now he's taking Trulicity, and it looks like he's gotten into some new, healthier habits, too.
What changes are you making for your type 2 diabetes? Maybe it's time to try Trulicity. It's proven to help lower A1C. It could help you lose up to 10 pounds. And it's only taken once a week, so it can fit into your busy life. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. The choices you make can help control your A1C. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high-quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
How do you use your energy? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
I just scratch my head over these career politicians. They get in there and they just never want to leave. I'm going to give this my all for 4 years, work very hard. I'm going to do it for the greater good of all the people of Wisconsin, not the special interests. I think the lobbyists are not going to like me at all. They're going to be very frustrated. I'm not beholden to them. Didn't take any money from them, won't take any money from them. I'm going to do what's right for all the people of Wisconsin.
Tim Michaels for governor.
Never caught it. Welcome back.
It's a big weekend in the city of Stoughton. They're getting ready to celebrate Norwegian heritage at the Sittendemai Festival.
The citywide festival takes place every year on the weekend closest to Norway's May 17th Constitution Day, also known as Sittendemai. From the late 1800s to the early 1900s, Stoughton enjoyed an influx of Norwegians, and at one time, as many as 75% of its residents spoke Norwegian. Stop by this weekend for dancers, a run, and a Norwegian parade on Sunday. The weather should be a lot better.
Yeah, it should be perfect. Pain at the pump appears to be prompting a lot of us to cut spending elsewhere. That is according to a J.P. Morgan analysis. It found the 20% spike in gas prices lowering non-gas spending by over $9 billion a month. After 3 days in a row of all-time highs, the national average for regular gas dipped a penny to $4.43 a gallon today. That is $1.40 higher than a year ago.
Well, stocks made up ground today in a comeback rally. The Dow Industrials gained 466 points, ending the week at 32,196. The NASDAQ was up 434 points, or almost 4%. The S&P 500 tacked on 93 points. For the first time, astronomers have captured an image of a massive black hole at the center of our galaxy.
It is the first direct observation confirming the presence of a black hole.
And the fascinating discovery has a UW connection. Sebastian Hines is a professor of astronomy at UW-Madison. Welcome to Live at 4.
Hi, Sebastian. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
How significant is this finding?
It's really fundamentally important for a number of reasons. For astronomers, of course, confirming the presence of a black hole in the center of our galaxy has been a long-standing question and quest. For astronomy as an observational science, bringing together this network of radio telescopes and making this possible has also been sort of a worldwide effort that goes beyond just science. It's this collaboration that I find really inspiring. And then for computer science, this has been a fundamentally new challenge that it was difficult to tackle. And there is a UW connection through computer science in developing some of the frameworks that are used to make these really difficult and intensive calculations possible.
It's just fascinating. Can you tell us what a black hole is?
It's one of the most extreme things that you can imagine. It is a region of space and time where the mass concentration is so large that gravity bends space and time in such a way that you create what we call an event horizon, a surface of no return. And inside this event horizon, anything has to keep traveling inward. And so once you're inside the event horizon, you're trapped. You can never come back out, including light. And so anything that has this kind of event horizon is what we call a black hole. And it was speculated that these black holes exist. We've observed two now like this with this new method, one in our own galaxy that was announced yesterday, and then a few years ago, a massive black hole in the galaxy M87 that's about 1,000 times farther away.
What does this mean? I mean, it's hard to wrap your head around. I mean, the Earth's not being sucked toward this black hole or anything.
Yeah, so there's this conception of black holes of being these really scary monsters that suck everything in, and you have to be afraid. But this is, in fact, not really so. So the black hole in the center of our galaxy is really massive. It's 4 million times more massive than the sun. So it's really powerful and big compared to, let's say, a star. But the galaxy is huge, and the mass of the galaxy is thousands of times bigger than the mass of this black hole. So once you go a few light years away from the black hole, you're not really that affected by its gravity anymore. And even if you were close to the black hole, to say a star gets reasonably close to the black hole, it doesn't just fall straight in. Just like we don't fall straight into the sun. You just go into orbit. And so there are stars orbiting the black hole in the center of our galaxy that have been doing this for millions of years.
And the release of this picture must have been like Christmas Day for you guys.
Yeah, so it's a celebration of science, I would say. It's important for a number of reasons. The thing I haven't really said yet of the fundamental importance of this discovery and this image really is goes beyond even physics and astronomy. It goes to the heart of science. Science really is the endeavor of observing phenomena in the natural universe, explaining them, forming theories and hypotheses for these observations, and then testing those theories. And Einstein's theory of gravity is one of those tenets of science, these fundamental theories that we constantly have to test. The process of science subjects theories to constant testing, and this is actually a really stringent and hard test that this theory had to pass, and it did. The observations confirmed the predicted size of the ring that we see in this image basically perfectly. And so Einstein's theory stands today, and it's just confirmed one more time. And it's really fascinating to see the process of science work out.
It is fascinating indeed. Sebastian, thanks for being with us today.
Great conversation, Sebastian. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. This is a fantastic time for science.
Einstein was still right.
It gives you a headache, doesn't it?
It does make your head hurt.
It's a lot to, it's hard to imagine. Fascinating, though.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right, there's more to come on Live at 4. We have a fish story you won't believe.
Actually, make that a stingray story. It's one big catch coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
As summer approaches, is your house ready? Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. Call now before our busy summer season and get a $500 early bird discount.
USA Insulation. What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more. Catching my train. Making moves. Making a connection. Oh, a train connection. That's how you do more with Dupixent, which helps prevent asthma attacks. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks, and can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Family's just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy been treated my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene, Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
We'll take a look at this. An Illinois couple came up with literally a killer idea to generate extra interest in their house. When Danielle and Owen Sullivan put their home on the market, they enlisted the help of fictional murderer Michael Myers from the Halloween movies. The Zillow listing for their house features various pictures of Myers in the home, sitting on the toilet, washing his hands at the sink, standing in the shower. Inside the costume is the Sullivan's 16-year-old son. The photos went viral, and the listing had gotten more than 369,000 views. They're asking $169,000 for the home. They've gotten lots of calls, but no buyer yet.
Well, that's because they're all scared.
Yes, yes.
That's quite a bargain, $169,000?
Good luck finding that in Madison. Right?
Yeah, it's Illinois.
Yes, exactly. Southern Illinois. That's where you can get that price coming through for us.
Still waiting for some rain here.
We are. And like Susan just mentioned, that's going to break our heat when we have that cold front come through and we have that cloud coverage built in. But right now, our severe potential is pulling back, and overall, our storm's pulling back a little bit more as well for us. But we'll take a closer look at the timing for this evening right after the break.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
As of 2022, TSR Concrete Coatings has coated nearly 11 million square feet of concrete, and we've completed over 15,000 jobs. If we haven't met yet, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here we transform your old, cracked garage floor from this to this in just one day. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, apply our base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. And our floors are ridiculously easy to clean. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, and we have our own in-house team ready to answer any questions you may have before and after your install. To learn more or get your new floor, visit the website or call us at the number shown below today. One day floor.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha. The Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. Record-high homicides in Milwaukee. From defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe. And he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
You can get your smile back today. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, We have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
4 days in a row now with record overnight low temperatures and record high temperatures. The previous record for today was in the upper 80s, 88 degrees, and we are at 91 right now, so running right by that. It has been very warm outside, and as we look ahead to this weekend, we aren't expecting to see the 90s again, but it's still going to be above average. Our focus for the next few hours still, the storm chance that'll be bubbling up. That storm chance is going to help cool us down heading into the weekend, but some of those thunderstorms could be strong at times. So because of this, we still have an alert day in the forecast for this evening. Right now, our Doppler track generally pretty quiet. We've started to see a few isolated spots in Rock County and in parts of Jefferson and Dodge County move through. This is going to be the scene over the next about hour where we have these light spots pop up and then more expected to build in as we move through the evening commute. Everything forming right along this cold front that's dragging through the area. In front of this front today, we were quite warm outside yet again. Behind it, as we look ahead to tomorrow, cooler air is expected to build in. It'll still be above average, but again, we're going to pull away from the 90s for Saturday and for Sunday. Let's look at the timing for this evening. Right now, we have a few isolated showers popping up. As we get closer to about 5:30, 6 o'clock, it seems like more of that rain starts to bubble up and develop. We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing through until about 9, 10 o'clock. At that point, most of it has cleared out. We'll still see this small chance for a light shower or thunderstorm early in the day on Saturday. Otherwise, Saturday, enjoy temperatures pulling back. We'll be close to 80 for afternoon highs for us in the afternoon, with a bit of sunshine expected later in the day. On Sunday, there will be a better opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms, especially south of Madison in the afternoon and evening. Temperature-wise, again, cooler outside yet again for us on Sunday. Tomorrow, highs will be near 80, about 82 in Madison, with a slight chance for an early shower or thunderstorm. Otherwise, partly sunny and warm in the afternoon. So about a 10-degree pull back, but still almost 12 degrees above average. Looking ahead in our 6 to 10 day outlook, we're seeing a warmer trend creep back in by the end of the month. At this point, that pushes us all the way to May 23rd, and that also lines up with our 10-day warmer temperatures building back in once we get through next weekend. Low 80s for Saturday, Sunday near 70. We'll stay close to 70 on Monday with mostly sunny skies. There'll be a chance for showers late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and that's going to help temperatures on Wednesday actually trend below average for the first time in a while. We'll be in the 70s on Thursday and Friday. By next weekend, plan on temperatures climbing into the low 80s with a chance of showers and thunderstorms for us for both afternoons. It's going to be a little warm outside this weekend, and our next weekend, excuse me, after that cool down expected for us.
You found a
next
friend.
week. I found a friend.
You didn't miss a beat.
I did.
You picked this dog up. What? Our friend Benny.
We found Benny. Yes, it's count on me to find the dog. That's fine. But this is a good reminder, right? We've been really hot outside. Keep an eye on your four-legged friends, especially those asphalt areas where the road is black, their paws. Hi, I know, little mister. Okay, we're going to go down.
Oh, there we go. Okay, bye-bye.
I was reading maybe even have a pan of water out to put their paws in the water.
To help cool them down, yes. If you're going on walks, trying to find shaded routes, making sure they stay hydrated. It's really on the owners to know their pet and keep an eye on them.
I went out at 6:30 this morning before it got hot.
That's the girls woke me up too. What about you? What do you think, buddy?
Hi, buddy. It just makes everybody happy.
I know. It's Friday. Official mascot.
It's Friday.
All right.
Aw.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Dana.
Thanks,
Thank you, Sarah, for bringing Benny in.
Thanks.
We'll talk about catching the big one. Fishermen in Cambodia got quite a shock when they reeled in a giant stingray by mistake.
When they called for help, some American marine biologists just happened to be on the river.
Bradley Blackburn has the story.
Fishermen on Asia's mighty Mekong River were just looking for their catch of the day, but they hauled in this, a 13-foot endangered stingray weighing nearly 400 pounds. The massive ray had swallowed a smaller fish that took the bait. As luck would have it, marine biologists from the University of Nevada were on an expedition nearby.
We were able to get the stingray into a nice spot of the river, get the hook out. We place it on a tarp, and then push it out into the river.
Fish biologist Zeb Hogan says colossal catches like this are almost never reported, so it's a rare and remarkable discovery.
This catch was significant because it confirms the existence of these big fish in this stretch of river. This is a very remote stretch of river. It's not well studied. It's incredibly important for fisheries and biodiversity.
Bye-bye. Giant freshwater stingrays are believed to be the world's largest stingray species, and this one seemed happy to be set free.
As you can see, she's kind of hanging out on the surface of the river here. It's amazing to be able to see her swimming around in her natural habitat.
Ready to join other unknown giants lurking below the surface. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
That is so cool. I'm so glad it had a happy ending. Yeah.
The American marine biologists are part of the Wonders of the Mekong project, which is funded by the U.S. government.
The famous river starts in China and twists through Asia, feeding an estimated 60 million people.
Amazing. Well, coming up next year on Live at 4, we give you a sneak peek at a new imaging of a Stephen King classic.
And then coming up next hour at 5, 25 years into his 80-year murder sentence, a man could be released on parole as soon as next week, but the governor is putting pressure on his own parole board to block that from happening. We'll have the story at 5.
In life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah!
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
We got to see the selection for ourselves.
Tile, wood, stone, laminate, and vinyl?
This hardwood is beautiful.
This vinyl is durable.
And this tile? So affordable.
But when it comes to everything our family needs, this one is perfect.
Now this store is the real deal.
At Floor & Decor, there's plenty of room to explore. Because with everyday low pricing on quality in-stock products and on-trend styles, you can really bring your living room to life. Discover Floor & Decor today.
Dude, great ride, right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center.
My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease. You can already have it and not know it. If you have chronic kidney disease, your kidney health could depend on what you do today. Farxiga is a pill that works in the kidneys to help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis. Take aim at chronic kidney disease by talking to your doctor and asking about Farxiga. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Farxiga.
Tonight at 5, Madison PD and Capitol Police are preparing for a potentially big protest tomorrow. What you need to know before you head downtown.
For the 4th day in a row, we set records for the hottest daytime high temperatures and the warmest nighttime low temperatures. Thunderstorms tonight will start to break the heat, but there may be a severe thunderstorm threat as well. I'll be tracking the storms at 5.
Then at 6, the family of a murdered mom in 1997 is asking Governor Evers to intervene in the convicted murderer's early release. The governor's decision tonight at 6.
Giving the old weather satellite a spin, we end up in the Deer District in Milwaukee. Bucks fans get ready for the big game tonight. Game 6.
Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6.
Fingers crossed.
82 degrees in Milwaukee. A little cooler there, I guess, by the lake. Zac Efron stars in a new imaging of a Stephen King classic.
Rick Damigella reports.
She
She's on a robe on Annie. She's a little girl with little girl emotions, which are wildly unpredictable.
A young girl deals with more than just growing pains in Firestarter, based on the Stephen King novel.
The world that Stephen created in this novel is just fun, exciting. It's really keeps you on the edge of your seat, and you know, it's kind of the genesis of a superhero or maybe supervillain. We don't really know.
Yeah.
It's kind of ambiguous.
I can help you.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Ryan Kira Armstrong portrays the pyrokinetic adolescent and credits director Keith Thomas with helping her performance.
There's so many scenes where I was kind of nervous about doing because I have to embody this kind of beast unlocked inside of me. Keith was there for me, and he really told me, like, whatever it comes out as, like, that's what it's gonna be. It was definitely a challenge, but amazing. I'm a monster.
For this film, more than 95% of those fire effects are real in camera, from flamethrowers to lighting our actors on fire, which is always, always a challenge.
As we got further throughout the shoot, there was more and more and more fire, and it kind of culminated in the final day when we burned down the whole set in like an inferno fireball.
I don't want to hurt anyone, but it feels kind of good.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Wow, it's hot enough out.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch a movie. All right, we'll find out what Will Loper thinks about it on Monday. And still to come today at 4, the musical Dear Evan Hansen is now on stage at the Overture Center.
Our dear Michael Bruno goes backstage to check it out when Live at 4 continues.
With Midwest Financial Group's Matt Coupland, and we're usually out on location, but we decided to bring this Buzzed Into Madison in to your facility. You're right off of the Beltline and Seminole Highway, and it's one of the many places that you take care of clients.
Yeah, we've got locations all around the area, but this is sort of where the heartbeat is. This is our headquarters, if you will, and we've got financial advisors, insurance specialists, admin staff here and everywhere to try to help our clients.
And business is good. There's a lot of people who are realizing the impact of having somebody help them with their finances.
We've done right by our clients. They've shared it. They've sent us referrals, and to support that, we've had to hire.
You've mentioned what an amazing team you have here at MFG, and I know you credit the success of the business a lot to everyone who comes every day and gives their best.
Yeah, it's a family, right? And I think we treat each other and our clients the way that we would want to be treated. It's not just a number. It really is there's care there. It's sincere. It's genuine. And when we hire people, whether it's an administrative person, a financial planner, a tax person, an insurance person, the first thing that I want to see is that they care, that they really care.
I know one of the things you've credited your growth to is just word of mouth, and that's the best advertising you guys can do is you do a good job and they tell the next person. And you're going to have to look to hire more because that's really the direction MFG is heading in.
Yeah, I'm expecting that probably yet this year we'll be hiring more people, and we want to do that so that we can support the client experience and make sure that we're delivering on the promises that we're making.
MFGteam.com is the website you want to visit, whether you're looking for a new career or someone to responsibly handle your finances. I'm Emmy Fink.
And I'm Matt Coupland. We're Buzzed Into Madison.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain homeownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Get the essentials you need for your home right now at Menards. Whether you're working from home or relaxing for the evening, Sylvania True Wave LED light bulbs mimic natural sunlight and reduce eye strain. All Sylvania True Wave bulbs are 11% off. Save on energy costs year-round with our great selection of Hunter ceiling fans. Hunter fans create the perfect look for your spaces. Right now, all Hunter ceiling fans are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
To celebrate Salonpas Day and our mission to improve people's lives through topical pain relief, we invite you to try our powerful, long-lasting patch. For muscle and joint pain, get your free sample at trysalonpas.com.
Quick look at traffic right now. We do have some delays just south of Baraboo due to some pavement issues. North of Portage right now, a section of 39 is also closed. This is southbound due to pavement issues. And just outside of Beaver Dam, we also have a road closure on 33 due to pavement issues. As far as the Beltline goes, we're seeing significant delays eastbound and for downtown Madison. So just a reminder, take it slow. It's hot outside right now, guys.
It is hot. Dana, thank you. The musical Dear Evan Hansen debuted on Broadway in 2016 and went on to win 6 Tony Awards, including Best Musical.
The touring company of the show is now performing at the Overture Center.
Our Michael Bruno goes backstage to check it out.
Dear Evan Hansen is about a teenage boy, Evan Hansen, who, to put it in few words, he sort of tells a lie to help this family who's grieving over the death of their son. And this lie sort of spirals out of control a little bit, and we sort of see the influence of social media and things like that.
I think at its core, the show is really about everyone's need to connect, and sort of our age of social media and how we all feel very disconnected, especially after this year. The characters in the show are going through a period of time where they all feel disconnected from one another, and over the course of the play, we get to see them all reconcile with their differences. I play Evan on the Saturday matinee and the Sunday night shows. We have an amazing group of Evans, Stephen, Christopher, Anthony, who you'll see the other 6 shows of the week. But yeah, it's been an amazing experience to get to play this role that is complex and, has a lot of social anxieties, as do I. And it hits on a lot of nerves that a lot of people can really connect to. It's a very flawed but human character.
And Steph, talk to me a little bit about Zoe. Who is she and how does she, what is her storyline in the show?
Zoe is dealing with the death of her brother, and we see that very early on in the play. And she's a junior in high school, and she's the type of person who isn't sort of struck by the status quo of high school. She does her own thing, and she's struggling with navigating this grief in her life. And she's also Evan's love interest, so we see a little romance there as well. From the moment I read the script of the musical, I always said it was very filmic. It sort of felt like a movie. It's a very intimate musical, and I think it's something that translates well on screen.
I think we're really happy that the message of the show was really able to reach a wider and broader audience with the film. There's only a couple thousand people are able to see it each night in New York and on tour and in London. But this movie was being able to be seen by millions and millions of people. But there is an intimacy that when you're sitting with a group of people and being able to all experience this story that is happening right in front of you, that you really can only get when you come and see the show live.
The music for one it's very pop forward, it's very catchy. It's not sort of what you typically see in the traditional musical theater. It's very catchy, great music. The show, while it's about mental health and social media and people struggling, it's also, it really provides a message of hope. I think people walk away feeling very hopeful. And I think a lot of people sort of, you might want to bring some Kleenex, I would say, because it's sort of it's a very cathartic experience. But also the show is very, very funny. It's written very well in a way where the balance between the sort of emotional stuff and the comedic stuff is remarkable.
And Michael joins us now. There are a lot of emotions in this thing.
It's a pretty heavy-duty musical. For being a musical, it really deals with a lot of very, very, very tough issues.
And the performances are just amazing, I understand. Mark saw it, he said he loved it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't see Sam because but he'll be on this weekend. So we get a chance to see. But the Evan that we saw had a beautiful voice, and that's a tough role. All the performances are wonderful. I mean, obviously, they're all Broadway caliber actors and actresses, and the band is great. They're on stage.
It's a big show.
It's a really, really big show, and it won all these awards, and it's been postponed. So all the people that were going to see it because of COVID, the tour came back to Madison. So people have been waiting for this for a long time.
And this Sam is going back to Broadway because it's still on Broadway.
Yes, he is. As soon as he finishes this tour, instead of just being a standby, he's going to star on Broadway in the role.
So
that's
you can see him before he gets there.
Yeah, exactly.
There are a few tickets left, not a lot.
That sold out really well.
Yeah, it really did. People are wanting to see shows, I think.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Especially hopeful shows with a hopeful message.
True.
Definitely.
It's Dear Evan Hansen at Overture Hall tonight through Sunday. Go to tickets.overture.org.
Michael, it's Friday!
It's Friday! We're gymless today. He's working.
He's working.
Paying the rent. All right, Michael. Next week?
Next week, it's Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike at the Bartell.
I'm not sure we have room for all of them. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Stay cool.
I'll check your forecast coming up.
The best mattress deals in Wisconsin start now at Ashley. This Memorial Day, save $1,000 on Sealy and Serta. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get $300 in free furniture. Doorbusters up to 60% off. And special financing for 60 months. Starting right now.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows. We've done the runaround.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different. The experts guided us through every step of their no-pressure process.
We really loved their educational approach. Next Door and Window helped us understand what was right for us.
They have a totally different approach to doors and windows. They made the window and door replacement process simple.
Call 844-600-NEXT to get 50% off your installation.
My name is April, and I am a caregiver. I've been with Nell now for 2.5 years. I know how much her family relies on me.
At care.com, you can find the local senior care help your family needs with profiles, reviews, and more. Care.com.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha, the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy, record-high homicides in Milwaukee, from defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe, and he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month and special financing for 60 months. Starting right now.
Tonight at 5, Madison PD and Capitol Police are preparing for a potentially big protest tomorrow. What you need to know before you head downtown.
After a fourth day of record temperatures, thunderstorms tonight will break the heat. I'll let you know if any storms will be severe at 5.
Want to know right now what the weather will be like for tomorrow? Download the First Warn Weather app and get my 48-hour forecast to help plan your day.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
We're starting to see a line of a few showers building in Rock County, parts of Jefferson and Dodge County right now. Still dry over Madison. An alert day in the forecast for this evening due to the possibility of some of these storms becoming strong to severe. We're going to keep an eye on the radar. We'll have more coming up in just a few minutes.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Fry Construction is celebrating 27 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 27%. That's right, 27%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 27% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit cubcadetdealers.com.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
I just scratch my head over these career politicians. They get in there and they just never want to leave. I'm going to give this my all for 4 years, work very hard. I'm going to do it for the greater good of all the people of Wisconsin, not the special interests. I think the lobbyists are not going to like me at all. They're going to be very frustrated. I'm not beholden to them. Didn't take any money from them, won't take any money from them. I'm going to do what's right for all the people of Wisconsin.
Tim Michaels for governor.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
We had a taste of the dog days of summer this weekend. Most of us took it easy.
But two dogs we know of were busy in the Newshounds World Headquarters. Here's Louie and Oliver in this week's edition of the Newshounds.
Here's the Newshounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, a kitty social media star.
One doggone big dog.
And Sharpie goes on a stroll.
But first, it's tiger play. Siblings Sumi, Nettie, and Rudy recently made their collective debut, spending some time in their habitat. For the first time, it may look like they're fighting, but this kind of play helps in the cubs' development. The cubs will be on display at the Dallas Zoo several days a week, so the zoo says now is the perfect time to come visit.
And now something a little more tame. This video shows Sharpie and his porcupine pal Nolina on one of their regular walks around the Oregon Zoo. To encourage the porcupines, care staff use target training and food rewards. Apples, corn, and sweet potatoes are among their favorite treats. African crested porcupines like Sharpie and Nolina are the largest porcupine species in the world and among the largest rodents. They can weigh more than 40 pounds. Now, if you're lucky enough to meet Sharpie and Nolina out on the grounds, don't worry. Contrary to popular belief, porcupines do not shoot their quills, and they are not dangerous to people, unless being awfully cute can hurt you.
Meet Great Dane Zeus. He is the Guinness World Record holder for the tallest living dog. He stands at 3 feet 5 inches tall, and he's only 2 years old. So what does this monster of a dog munch on? Well, only 12 cups of dog food daily and an occasional fried egg. His Texas owner, Brittany, says Zeus is laid back and is really only naughty when he steals food off the counter. That is a lot of dog.
Finally, meet Sigrid, a London cat who's become a social media star. She cycles around the city a few times a week with her owner, Travis Nelson. From the basket, secured by a harness, she likes to look around and stand on the little platform Nelson built for her. On Instagram, the duo has more than 100,000 followers and over 225,000 on TikTok, with some videos surpassing 4 million views. The now famous duo explore the British capital and meet fans all over town. Managing Sigrid's many social media accounts has become a full-time job for Nelson after being laid off from his tech job. As for Sigrid, she's just along for the ride.
And that's this week's edition of the Newshounds Now Update.
What a great
What a
idea.
good kitty.
And a dog.
Look at him.
Wow. Imagine cleaning up after him. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.